I think publicly he's tried to downplay it, but to your point, you know this guy in the locker room.
Here's competitor.
He is feeding into every bit of it.
Yep.
And we'll see how this offense looks on their third drive of the day. They went right down the field in 9 plays, 71 yards to score the touchdown on the first drive from Whittington. Now here they'll start at their own 6. Whittington was the back. Instead, the quick throw to the outside, and Stewart gets planted. Thaddeus Dixon with a big hit.
Yeah, read it quickly. I mean, they read the quick throw. Watch, he sees the quick route, eyes on the quarterback, sees 3-step drop, and is right there to make the tackle. Steve Belichick said Thaddeus Dixon has been one of the real leaders on this defense. Has had a solid season, and really both of their corners, Prysock and Dixon, have played outstanding.
Both extremely confident in their abilities. Dixon says he believes he's the best in the country every time he steps on the field. A real running room that time as Valdez came up to make the play for this Washington defense.
A good opportunity right now for the Huskies. They get a good punt. They pin Oregon back. Chance to get off the field here.
Steve Belichick has given his players freedom in this system. He teaches them the system, he installs it, he makes sure they understand what the idea behind it is, but it's up to them to make the calls on the field.
And third down has been a problem area for them. This is a chance for them to get off the field on third down.
Holden in motion on 3rd down and 5. Gabriel looks. Gabriel steps up to the outside. Gabriel has enough for the first down. Just good enough with his legs. We've seen him make some big plays on the ground. Gains 9 to move the sticks.
And they had a spy. Watch right here. Number 28 is the spy on the quarterback. His responsibility is to not let this happen. And Dillon Gabriel shows his speed and gets to the outside. They had a guy there for him, and Dillon Gabriel made him pay. Took a bad angle, and Gabriel showed more speed than they thought he had.
That was a true freshman, Kamari House at linebacker. They've stuck with Whittington so far on this drive. He's got the carry with a stutter step, and he'll pick up 2. Valdez, another tackle.
That play, that third down play, is to me what makes Dillon Gabriel so special. He doesn't run a lot, but when he runs, it's typically very effective. Whether it's a zone read, whether it's a scramble, whether it's extending a play. We saw him make a play on 4th and 9 against Wisconsin, the first play of the 4th quarter. Just his ability to scramble, extend the play, make an accurate throw. When they need big plays, he delivers.
Gabriel pumps. Scramble drill and throws it out of bounds. Nice job by Bruner to stay on day from 26.
Excellent sudden change defense by the Ducks.
And the 41-yarder is true. Calm kicking from Grady Gross. And Oregon does get the stop. It was the fumble forced by Dixon. Right there. Washington looking to prove that they've got 2 elite level quarterbacks themselves. For Oregon, they know they've got one of the best in the country who led them down the field for the touchdown on the first drive, but Dillon Gabriel and this offense have stalled the last 2.
Yeah, but they have excellent field position right here. I don't quite understand that kickoff strategy.
And a handoff to James on 1st down. Stiff arm on the first. And across midfield into Washington territory. Cam Fab helps him out of bounds, but he gains 8 on 1st down.
Jordan James, a physical runner. That's a defensive tackle that he is stiff arming to get outside.
So a 2nd down and 3. You see James has been effective when he's gotten the football. They'll give it right back to him. He finds that hole across 40. And another 1st down run for James as Fabiculan makes another tackle.
It just hits the hole so hard. And again, the running game has been the thing that has been a problem for Washington in terms of how they've played defense. And when you run the football that way, it just sets up play action. It brings another safety down into the area to defend the run and creates more one-on-one situations to throw the football.
Terrence Ferguson said that Dillon Gabriel must feel like he's playing Madden at times with all of the options he has on this offense. Let's see who goes to here. Through his progressions, lets it rip over the middle. It's Holden in stride. Trayshawn Holden dives. Touchdown. What an effort. 40-yard strike for the Ducks.
Well, it starts with tremendous protection. Here's the end of the play. Looks like he's going to be a little bit short, even though it was called touchdown. But nonetheless, an incredible effort by Holden.
The previous play is under further review. The ruling on the field was a touchdown.
But the protection, though, was fantastic. And you talked about going through the progressions. That's exactly what Dillon Gabriel did. Started out looking left, came back right and found Holden on the deep in route. And then Holden with the run after the catch. But you can see knee down before the ball crosses the plane.
Looks like maybe about the half-yard line. That was very close. Ruled it a touchdown on the field. Here's a better look down the line. Knee is down right there. So right at that almost inch line. What an outstanding effort from Holden just to get there. He has had that turbulent season. And here's the call.
After further review, the runner was down at the half-yard line. First and goal.
Well, let's go back and look at this again. Now watch the protection up front. Dillon Gabriel is going to start reading this route left. He's able to stay right in there and come all the way back to the other side of the field. He finds Holden on the deep in route. But you can't do this without excellent protection. And he hits Holden for the big play.
So Holden, frustrated that his touchdown gets wiped off, would have been his fourth touchdown of the year. He's third on the team in all receiving categories behind Tez Johnson and Evan Stewart. And now it's first and goal from inside the one. Give it to James and he plunges forward for the touchdown. 12th score of the year for Jordan James, and Oregon in front by a score.
What a great job by the left guard, Nashad Strother. Watch number 50 come off the ball and just bang two guys, and Jordan James gets right on his hip. Easy touchdown for James. Power blocking by their left guard, Nashad Strother, and the tackle.
So a touchdown for Noah Whittington on the first drive, and now a touchdown for Jordan James on this second drive. A running game, as expected, effective early for this Oregon offense. Sappington's extra point is right down the middle. Well, this really said, I hate the Huskies, and the Huskies hate us. Now can they pay it off? Gabriel quickly caught. James upfield. Oh, James with the power to finish. It's first and goal.
Well, James kind of gets lost coming out, and then when he has a full head of steam, he is a hard guy to get on the ground. And he runs right over Ephesians Priceoff. Slipped out of the backfield, unaccounted for, and Gabriel got him the football.
James keeps it churning. Waiting for the official signal. Touchdown. Back to back for Jordan James. And just like that, it's a two-score lead.
Well, Jordan James has been the go-to guy here in this first half. Catches the ball, then he gets the power run, his second effort, because he was kind of met by Vandez in the backfield. And didn't stop moving his legs, got the ball in the end zone. And again, the play set up by the forced fumble by Betcher. And Oregon capitalizes on the turnover.
If this extra point goes through, it'll be 14 points in a 50-second span off this game clock. 39 seconds on those two plays to pound it in. And a fake. looking for two. Oh, the push! Patrick Herbert on the receiving end. The other local Eugene kid making an impact on senior night, but Oregon looking to take a stranglehold on this ball game. We'll see if Washington can fight back, and the fair catch called for and made. Bryce Betcher already making a mass pad, and he is looking the part every step so far tonight.
Plays with great passion, relentless effort, and he's a guy who's just gotten better as a football player each year that he's been in the program.
He'll go on to play pro baseball after this season comes to an end. Williams out of the gun. Rolls back around, and Williams will throw an incompletion, his first incompletion of the night. As mentioned, Betcher grew up here as a fan, grew up having season tickets to all the games. He said, it was my dream since I was a little kid to play for the Ducks. Obviously, my first game at Autzen was a dream come true. First game at PK Park was a dream come true. Can't really put it into words. I've tried to, and there is the ballpark. Very well manicured, as mentioned, right across the way from Autzen.
I think it's turf, though.
It is, yes. That's why it's well manicured.
Yes.
Handoff, nothing doing. Another TFL, Jamari Caldwell. 7th tackle for loss tonight for this defense.
Yeah, Oregon is attacking the line of scrimmage now. This front four is legit. And whether Jordan Birch is in there or not, he's not in on this possession, but Jamari Caldwell and Derek Harmon on the inside have been dominant type players.
Third and 12 for Williams. Good protection, fires, caught, but well short. Kaleki Latu gets dumped by Dante Manning.
Well, again, this Oregon defense, it's almost like they're kind of like sharks in the water right now, and they've got a little taste of blood. And they are going after the quarterback. They're attacking the line of scrimmage. And right now, they're kind of putting the squeeze on Damon Williams.
Washington team at 6-5. They've won all 6 home games. They've lost all 5 games away from home. 2 back to receive here, and it will be brought in by Bryant with some room to work with. Bryant to the outside, Bryant across midfield, and out of bounds near the 45. Nice return for Gary Bryant Jr., who had energy into their team.
Absolutely, and I mean, one of the pillars of their defense is relentless effort. And I mean, look, this is an outstanding defensive football team, one of the best in the Big Ten in all the major categories. I think sometimes the flashy uniforms that Oregon wears week to week, people underrate and undervalue how good and how physical their defense is.
Around the edge, it's going to be Whittington. He's got a lot of speed with the ball in his hands, and he crosses the 30, plunging forward towards the 25.
I mean, this is a defensive-minded head coach, and he wants to be physical. Offensively, that means running the football. And it's not just offensive linemen blocking. On perimeter runs like that, it's wide receivers blocking. I mean, they want to be tenacious, aggressive, physical. They want you to feel them on offense and defense.
Could be a free play here. Gabriel's going to take the shot down the middle. It's Ferguson. Makes the grab inside the 5.
Only one place you could put this football, and Dylan Gabriel put it in the one place you could throw it.
Offside. Defense, number 52. Penalty decline. Result of the play.
Dylan Gabriel knows he has a free play, goes to his favorite target, Terrence Ferguson. And again, there is a crowd of Husky defenders, and there's only one spot that ball can go, and Ferguson makes the catch inside the 5.
Continues to climb up the record books. Ties for the most catches by a tight end in school history. Gabriel to the air. Gabriel pumps, now he'll run, and Gabriel is going to get there. Touchdown, Oregon. They're clicking now. Another drive in less than a minute to get into the end zone.
Well, as we've seen in college football the last few weeks, teams get upset. Teams are not on their A game. This is a team that has been ranked #1 since week 6, and they have proven
plays on a further review.
They have proven that they're the best team in college football by finding ways to get it done. And they are on their game tonight. Dillon Gabriel, the little pump fake, gets Bruner up in the air. The knee's down, but it looked like the ball was clearly across the plane when the knee came down. This was a funny play because it almost looked like Dillon Gabriel went the wrong way or made the wrong fake and then just took care of the ball himself and got it in the end zone.
To that point you were making, that was one thing that Jedd Fisch said. He said it's one thing to be ranked #1 in the country week 3, week 5. But to do it week 14 and to have done it consistently up to week 14 is another thing. He said same for being undefeated. You could be undefeated 5 games into the season, 7 games into the season. To be 11-0, doesn't matter how you win. That's difficult to do.
Well, they're the only team.
And to further review,
only team in college
football.
football.
On the field, stands. Touchdown.
Jerry McGinn gave us a little bit of...
Yeah, a little pause.
Yeah, I like that. Either way, it does stand for Gabriel. They've now scored 3 touchdowns in the last 9 plays offensively and can make it 28-6.
His 7th rushing touchdown of the season.
Right now, Sadiq is lined up to take the snap. Now they'll change it up. Before, when they ran that fake, it was actually, it wasn't Sappington who was lined up to kick it. Instead, it looked like Ross James was lined up to kick. Now you've got traditional with Sappington, which should tell you that this one's going up and it's going through. Always got to be on high alert, no matter what.
I think Joe Loring must just like wake up at night, you know, like with these crazy plays. But watch, Gabriel looks like he was supposed to hand off. He's not there. Now a little pump fake, get Bruner up in the air, and then duck underneath him to get to the end zone. His 61st career start. He's kind of seen a little bit of everything. And he's got his offense rolling. Again, they wanted to come out in this game after the way their offense played and kind of struggled a little bit in Madison 2 weeks ago. Wanted to be sharp on offense, and they've been that way tonight.
Now 21 unanswered points, and it's happened quickly.
Yeah. Well, field position has helped, whether it's by turnover or short kickoffs, but they have capitalized with explosive plays.
See Jedd Fisch just going back to the drawing board on the Washington sideline. Those two have cooked up a perfect defensive game plan really after that first drive from Washington. They have struggled to move the football despite Damon Williams being effective in terms of his completion percentage. They just haven't gone forward enough. Another fair catch going to be called for and made inside the turn it upfield towards the initial line of scrimmage. Betcher was chasing him as he's out of bounds. I'll mark him right at the midfield line.
Tuioti was there first. He wasn't fooled by the fake, but just the speed of Williams was able to get around him. But for a very short game.
And now it's 3rd and 11. They don't have to run this here. Could take it down to the 2-minute timeout, just about concurrent with that play clock.
It doesn't look like they're going to.
And they'll take it to the 2-minute.
Timeout.
So, 22-point game as we reach 2 minutes. And now let's take a special look at Ditchin. Williams, deep drop. Williams under traffic. Oh, a dime for the first down. Jeremiah Hunter right there.
This is a heck of a throw because he is under duress. He's throwing it off his back foot, and you see the arm strength to make that throw. Backing up. Harmon right there providing the pressure, and Hunter comes away with the big catch for a first down.
2 big conversions on 3rd down to keep this drive alive. Remember, Washington deferred. They'll get the football to start the second half. If they can find a way to double dip, changes the chemistry of this game. Williams nearly got away, but he won't. Another sack. This one, Jeffrey Bossa.
Oh, my goodness. I mean, Jamari Caldwell, number 90. Watch him right over the center. I mean, he just takes the center and drives him right back into the lap of the quarterback. And Williams is lucky to get that ball back to the line of scrimmage. But Jamari Caldwell and Harmon collapsing the pocket from the inside. Again, this front four, you have those two guys, Caldwell and Harmon, who transferred from Michigan State. Uiagalelei on the edge, Jordan Birch on the edge. This is a full-size defensive front. And I just think, again, people don't recognize how good this Oregon defense is. They've got talent at each level of the defense. But Dan Lanning, Toss LaPoy, they both were part of national championship teams in Alabama and Georgia. And they know what a championship defense, it starts with the defensive line and having a dominant defensive front. And they've got that here in Eugene.
I mean, just look at the numbers tonight. 4 sacks, 8 tackles for losses. Minute 21 to play. Washington will only have 1 timeout remaining. Another beautiful ball on the run. This time Giles Jackson's going to have the first down as Savage dragged him forward with a flag down. There's some impressive arm angles from Damon Williams.
And that's, you know, the mistake you make about Damon Williams if you think he's only a running quarterback. He's got really good arm talent. Obviously, he was going to Arizona, started out at Arizona with this coaching staff, and when Jed Fish took the
Personal
job
foul.
here.
Face mask. Defense, number 5. Penalty forcing the end of the run, half the distance to the goal. Automatic. First down. The clock will start.
Take a look at this. An off-balance throw, off-platform throw, and there's the face mask, 5-on-5. Kobe Savage getting a hold of the face mask of Giles Jackson, and great field position, a scoring opportunity for the Huskies here right before the end of the half.
Got to find a way to convert in the red zone. They had struggled with that to a certain degree earlier in the season. They've gotten better after their late bye week in the year. Boston was the target a lot early this season. He's got single coverage, and they're going to him in the end zone. He made the grab, but it didn't look like he get the feet down. They're going to call it a catch, 1st and goal.
Oh, my goodness. Well, he is tall. He's 6'3". Does he get a foot down?
No.
Oh, he left his feet to make the catch. The field judge got knocked off his feet as well.
And they try to get up quick to run it, but they will stop it to take a look.
It looked like he left his feet to make the catch.
The question is whether or not 1 foot stayed down, similar to what we
Previous
saw
plays
earlier.
on review. The ruin on the field was a reception.
Does he have the foot down before he leaves the ground with the ball secured? Oh, he drags.
He drags the left.
Wow.
What a catch. I thought this was an overthrow for sure, but again, Boston, the tallest of the receivers, extends and then drags the left foot. Oh, that's a beautiful picture right there.
What an effort. And maintains that control all the way down. That's going to stand as a catch. He was battling with Nico Reed, the transfer from Colorado. There's the true look on the zoom in. I mean, Boston started this season on a ridiculous tear, scoring touchdowns. He currently has 9 on the year, tied for the most in the Big Ten, but he hasn't scored one since week 7. Williams recognized that he had the advantage, went to
After further review, the ruin on the field is confirmed. Reception. First down, Washington.
I like the delivery from Jeremy again today. That's the second pause. So, 1st and goal now upcoming with 1:05 on the clock. And this Washington drive, they finally have gotten a couple 3rd down conversions to extend it.
Well, and they've got to find a way to get the ball in the end zone. And I think Jonah Coleman still has to be a factor here in this part of the field. He breaks tackles, he runs with power. They've got 1 timeout and 1:05 left until the end of the half.
Correction, the ball should be at the 1 yard line.
Move it a little bit closer. Coleman's got 9 touchdowns on the season, 5'9", about 230 pounds. Came in with 70 missed tackles forced, most in the conference. They're going to go out of the gun. Williams, handoff. Coleman spinning. Short. Jed Fish said, as Dan Lanning's going to call his first timeout, Jed Fish said to us that one of Jonah Coleman's best traits, and he felt that it was a legitimate trait, is his ability to find ways to get into the end zone. He said he felt the same way about Todd Gurley at the NFL level. Right here, he was inches, and I mean inches short.
Yeah, Kobe Savage is the guy who came across the line of scrimmage first and made first contact. And then Jamari Caldwell, the big defensive tackle. You've got the quarterback, both running threats here on second down.
It's Coleman again, and this time he goes right up the middle for the touchdown.
Really nice block by the freshman tight end, Decker DeGraff. You're going to see him come across the formation right here and get a nice block. And he is improved week by week as a blocker, and Coleman goes right in behind him. Good push by the right side of the line, and then the tight end coming across.
So now, 16-point game. They'll go for 2 to try to bring it back to 14 with 51 seconds left in this first half. They will get the football to start the third quarter, but remember, 9 plays, 3 touchdowns for this Oregon offense. 1 for 3 on 2-point conversions this year. Williams to throw. Williams rifles. It is caught. Denzel Boston pays it off.
It is all man coverage, and it's a nice design. They freed it up the back of the end zone for Boston. Here he goes the back of the end zone, but Jeremiah Hunter, number 6, kind of held his defender, so it was one-on-one in the back. And Williams
in the country, getting some big plays through the year. 20 pass plays of 30-plus yards coming into the game. This one's going to be a short one for Jordan James to the outside. He gets away from Bruner and then stayed in bounds. Yep, at the 30-yard line. Thaddeus Dixon with a nice play to keep him in there. It's going to force a timeout from Dan Lanning.
And Jordan James got to know better than that. He's got to take that out of bounds. I mean, and that's what Dan Lanning's telling him. That's a waste of a timeout. Just run out of bounds. You're not going to get much more yards. He's trying to shake off tackles, but just run out of bounds.
Dan Lanning could sense the frustration from his star running back. We've seen both backs today. Whittington, who has provided a nice pop alongside Jordan James, not just tonight, but through the year. And again, this is what makes this Oregon offense so dangerous, is the 2 running backs have played well. But Evan Stewart, who has had a massive season, especially since the Ohio State game, just 1 catch for 4 yards. Tez Johnson returns in this one, and we're still waiting to call his name. Trayshawn Holden had the 1 big catch, but Terrence Ferguson is a threat constantly in the passing game. Who do you take away for this Oregon offense?
And you got a quarterback that distributes the ball at like a 74% completion clip, too.
Came into the week 2nd in the country in completion percentage. There is Johnson in motion on 3rd down and 4. And Gabriel to the air. Steps up, delivers, complete over the middle to James. Clock will pause. Let's see if they spike it or they take their final timeout. Or they just let it rip. And that's what they'll do. Gabriel in the pocket. Gabriel hit as he let it release and out of bounds. It was Isaiah Ward who had that pressure on Gabriel.
It's just a 4-man rush. Isaiah Ward does a nice job beating the best lineman. I mean, that's Connerly, the left tackle, who has been playing at an elite level this year. And Isaiah Ward just kind of beat him to the quarterback.
No foul for intentional grounding. There was an eligible receiver in the air.